Well, let's take this another very interesting question. Deduce the molecular masses of the following compound, sodium chloride, NaCl. Now, my dear child, we know that we have to find out the molecular mass. So, molecular mass of NaCl contains how many atoms? Let's first identify that. It contains 2 atoms. One is of sodium, which is Na. That will be equivalent to atomic mass of sodium plus the chlorine. Is there any number besides chlorine? Well, of course, no. When there's no number, it means how many atoms is it? 1 atom. Wonderful. So this is atomic mass of chlorine. 1 atom of sodium, 1 atom of chlorine definitely combine with each other in proportion, and they make up a molecule of sodium chloride, and hence the molecular mass of sodium chloride will be equivalent to the atomic mass of sodium and atomic mass of chlorine. Now let's see what is a value. So my dear child, the atomic mass of sodium has a value of 23, so we'll write that down, plus the atomic mass of chlorine, which is 35.5. Let's add these two together and you get the value to be 58.5. Don't forget, just like mathematics, you have to write down units everywhere. You also have to write down the units of molecular mass, which is atomic mass units or Daltons. Alright? So we will write it down to be 58.5 atomic mass units or Daltons, which will be written as capital D and small a. So that's the molecular mass of NaCl. Let's move on with another question. That is calcium hydroxide. Calcium has a symbol of Ca. And hydroxide, let's break it down as hydr. Hydr means H, hydrogen. And oxide means a component of oxygen. So you have the molecular formula to be Ca brackets OH, close the bracket, twice. I want you to pay special attention to the bracket and the number. Where is it? The number is enclosing the brackets, that is, in which you have OH. So this means that the 2 over here resembles both oxygen and hydrogen. So now just tell me, how many elements do you have over here? Yes, my dear child, you've got 3 elements: calcium, oxygen and hydrogen. Do you have any number besides calcium? Well, of course, no. So you have 1 atom of calcium. So that's atomic mass of calcium. When you look at oxygen, do you have a number? Well, yes, you have 2 outside the bracket. And as I earlier told you, this 2 belongs to both oxygen and hydrogen. So this will sum up to the atomic mass of oxygen and the atomic mass of hydrogen in brackets multiplied by 2, because this 2 means 2 atoms of oxygen and 2 atoms of hydrogen. So let's try to write the values. It's very simple. Atomic mass of calcium is 40. Atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Hydrogen is 1 into 2. So we'll first solve the brackets according to the board mass rule, right? So we'll first solve the brackets. Now that becomes 40 plus 16 plus 1 is how much? 17. Very simple. So we'll write down 17 into 2. 17 twos are how much? 34. Wonderful. So we'll write that down first. So we'll solve the brackets again. It's 34. Now simply add up 40 plus 34. That is 74 atomic mass units. So my dear child, you'll conclude the answer as the molecular mass of calcium hydroxide is 74 atomic mass units. Wasn't that very simple?
And yes, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon.